Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here. We are going to dive right into your reading, but before that, I want to share something kind of exciting. It's exciting to me with you. I have been asked to be a brand liaison for a company. I have people reach out to me, I'd say fairly regularly, to use their tarot decks or to represent their brand, and I for the most part don't do it because it's not really aligned with my mission or what I'm here to do. But every once in a while there is something that comes up, like the angel cards or like this, where I'm like, yeah, you know what, I would really love to introduce this to my viewership. So if you're not interested in hearing about this, you can just skip forward probably 2 or 3 minutes and dive into the reading. But I would love for you to stay and share with me. I was going to open these yesterday when they came, but I thought, no, I'm going to save it for when I'm with you all. Kind of an unboxing situation, but Otter Spirit Jewelry asked me to be a brand liaison for them, and part of it is that they offer a coupon code that is exclusive to me for you to use, and you will get 20% off your purchase. And I do get some percentage of your purchase, but so do the sea otters in California. And it's so interesting how life syncs up, because this company was basically founded on a moment with a sea otter, kind of like my moment with a dragonfly. And all of you and all the moments that you shared with the dragonfly, one of the people from this company, or I'm not sure how many people from this company, but they had one of those moments with the sea otter in Monterey Bay in California, and the sea otters were nearing extinction, and they've gradually been coming back. But this company is made by gemstone enthusiasts who are really interested in helping support that cause. So I'm totally into it. Nature is my playground. It is my it is where I go to just be and to heal and to explore and to learn and to observe. And so I love causes that support the natural world, and this is definitely one of them. And then, you guys, when these bracelets came, I was so excited. Look how beautiful this box is. I don't know if it's reading on camera, but it's, textured and thick, and it's a beautiful thing to give as a gift. And then when you open it, it says each gemstone tells a unique story. Now it's time to write yours. And look at this this is like a really beautiful pouch, right? And I ordered the Libra set, and it's just beautiful. These are really top quality gemstones. There is a little silver otter dangle or charm or something on it, which I love, because I feel like it's such a reminder to, look for everyday magic, or to be present for everyday magic. It's just a reminder that those moments are there all of the time for all of us. And we all kind of share that in common. It's just beautiful. This is rose quartz, and I love rose quartz. It is a stone that talks about love, and I love that that's in the Libra pack, because Libras are lovers, and we really are all about connection. Oh, and yeah, and there's this card that also tells you what bracelet stone it is, and it's a really thick cardstock. I mean, these are just beautiful. I would be so proud to give this as a gift to someone. And it says aquamarine, I navigate life with calm confidence. And it says zodiac signs: Pisces, Libra, Cancer, and Gemini. The chakra is the throat. The intention is balance and confidence. It gives you a little statement on how to take care of it. So I love that. It's just an all encompassed gift. And look how beautiful these aquamarine are. Just beautiful stones. It's funny, this morning I woke up and also, you know what else I love? You can order 3 different sizes. So if you have a tiny wrist, they have a small. This is the medium. I think it's 5.5 to 6.5 inches. If your wrist is in that size, this is the right size. You can see that normally my bracelets roll back to like here all the time, and I hate that. I want them to stay up here, and these do. Aren't they beautiful? Um, but Constant Mesner posted recently, like yesterday or something, about how when she walks through busy cities, she likes to carry red jasper in her pocket because she feels like it grounds and centers her. You know, they've done a lot of studies about whether or not, crystals actually affect us. And obviously, you know that I love crystals. But I read a story years ago where they were giving people a crystal, and they were not telling them what it was and having them carry it in their pocket. And at the end of a month, they would say, has your life changed in any way? Are you feeling in any way different? And people would report differences or changes in the way they were feeling. And those changes were directly related to the stone that they were carrying in their pocket. So, we get to choose what we want to believe in life. And I choose to believe that crystals carry frequency and power and affect us. And I find that, I don't know whether it's my belief in it or whether it's true or what it is, but I definitely find that they affect me. And that's why I have always worn crystal bracelets. But these are truly special, and they are very high quality, and they are really just so pretty. And the packaging, the thought, the spirit, the intention of this company and everyone that I have worked with there is just so nice. And it's just been an honor to be chosen. And gosh, I'm going to really enjoy my Libra set for sure. And I'm sure I will be ordering these for Christmas gifts. So I'm going to post the website and the discount code in my description box. And I will... so that you can have it. So you can go check out the website, see what's there. There is a Pisces set. It is beautiful. There's also a love set that, it's beautiful. I probably will buy that one next. Anyway, let's get into your reading. Yeah. All right. So let me begin, as always, with thanking you. If you are a subscriber, someone who regularly comments, likes, shares my videos, thank you so much. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I'm very happy to have you. So let's dive on into your reading and see what we get. For Pisces, please do it. For Pisces. I thought that was going to take 2 minutes, but I was so passionate. It took 7. So if you hung with me through that, thank you. Oh, wow. Just say yes. You have yes. Saying yes to life. Saying yes to opportunity. Saying yes to this moment and what it offers us. I love that card. That is one of my favorite cards. It says Mintakinen, I don't know. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. A lot of Pisces are empaths. A lot of Pisces are intuitives. And, sometimes that can be a tough chore because when you are, for one, when you're walking around with your energy open and you're walking around in the spirit of compassion and empathy and trying to understand the other and trying to really connect, and you're dealing with people who are hurt and who are broken and who don't know how to receive that kind of energy because of their wounding or their trauma, you can get hurt and you can take on lower vibrational energies that can sort of drain you and hurt and put you in a space where you have to kind of heal again or revisit things that you felt you had put to bed at one point, even sometimes. And it can leave you in a space where you just want to be surrounded by like-minded people and, calm presence of people who also are seeking compassion, seeking empathy, seeking to be those things or are those things. And you want more of a soft place to fall. You want to be surrounded by people who can give to you what you are offering. And it can be really hard. And the journey of a light worker is hard. And, I was just listening to, I can't remember. It could have been Tyler Henry or James Van Prague, or I'm not sure. But they were talking about how, light workers tend to be old souls and people who come down because we need light workers in this world. And they know that it's going to be at times lonely, at times very difficult, and at times, very trying for their spirit and their soul. But they step up and they do it. And, along our way as light workers, I do think that we find other light workers. And I think that it does ease the burden and ease the journey a bit. But you're having some kind of opportunity here, Pisces. And I just keep getting say yes to life. And it may be that you're having an opportunity for some kind of connection to some kind of group or to a person. This is interesting energy. First of all, you have 48, 49, and 50. So this, I feel like whenever you have numbers like this, first of all, it does mean progress. But secondly, it does mean that things are unfolding exactly as they're meant to, or there is some kind of bigger plan, or sometimes things fall into a space that makes sense, or they unfold in a way that that is supportive or is gentler. It's not like shock and then suffering and then growth. It's kind of like we don't need suffering to grow. Suffering is a great teacher and it does really inspire a lot of growth, but we don't need suffering to grow. We can grow out of choice, out of seeking, out of, trying to be the best person that we are. And actually, I was listening to Muji quite a bit, and it's like, I kind of want to get rid of the words trying, being the best person we are capable of being in the moment, being the presence, being the awareness, being our highest and best self in the moment. And you have demonstrate love, find out what is important to those you love and act on it. You have actions speak loudly, express your love through actions. And you have consider your foundation, look how committed you are to love. And so, this is kind of telling me when you are seeking love, when you are seeking understanding, when you are seeking belonging, first become it. Become love. Become the safe harbor for yourself. The soft place to fall for yourself. The home that you want to experience on the outside, create it first within yourself. And then, share that with the world. Be the pillar of consciousness. Be the example. Be the light. Offer that energy to bring that energy to all that you do. Bring that energy to everything that you're involved in. And then see what you have built. Take a moment to take stock in what it looks like, what it feels like, this strong foundation that you have built out of becoming what you are seeking. That's how we align with it. And that's how we call it in. All right, so I was guided to get these message cards. So we'll see what messages we're getting here. So we meet again, my dear friend, through space and across time. I still have so much to accomplish before I can be what you deserve. The kindness in your heart is so beautiful, and you are always so sweet. See, Pisces, I do think that people typically do associate like sweetness, kindness, gentleness with Pisces. I do. Beauty, especially like the inside out kind of beauty. That darn Two of Swords is just following you everywhere. Wow. I feel like, Pisces, you were dealing with someone who actually did have deep feelings for you, but didn't know what to do with them. They are someone who avoids thinking about what they really want and going for what they really want. They may be someone who sees emotion as a bit of a threat or something that maybe they need to protect themselves from. I feel like this person is someone who probably doesn't like to spend time by themselves. You know, that may not be true in all cases. This is a general reading, but with the Hermit in reverse, you know, when people are trying to escape, how do I want to say this? When people feel let down and carry a lot of trauma and a lot of wounding, they have a tendency to believe that all experiences lead them toward greater trauma, greater wounding, you know? They feel like, especially vulnerable when they care, when they have feelings involved in it. And so they will sabotage it. They will, instead of focusing on what they want and seeing the outcome as being something that is what they want, they will instead see it as a bit of a threat, something that could really upset their apple cart, something that you know, has the potential to sort of destroy them. And I feel like, Pisces, you know, you were hurt. When I see the Queen of Swords, I always, the Queen of Swords is a card of Libra. And Libra is constantly trying to be in connection with others. Libra is always trying to balance out whatever energy they come into contact with. They're the great balancers. They are the great optimists of, you know, like things working out, things becoming balanced, things becoming okay. And when I see the Queen of Swords with Temperance, it just tells me that this is a situation where it has hurt you, and it has hurt you deeply. You know, we're talking about, I've lived through the Three of Swords, I've lived through the Five of Swords, I've lived through the Seven of Swords, I've lived through the 10 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, you know what I'm saying? And it has triggered all of these kind of modes of suffering. And what are they all related to? They're all related to our mind, you know, they're all related to, you know, even things that people have said, things that we can't let go of mentally, thoughts that our ego creates to keep us safe with our, you know, the 9 of Swords, with the 8 of Swords, old belief systems, things that were programmed into us that don't allow us to grow or don't allow us to see anything outside the boundary of it. And with a Temperance here, there's kind of this energy of, I need some time and space to myself to recalibrate, to rebalance, to heal, to allow all of those experiences that wounded me and hurt me to teach me and to evolve me, you know, rather than shut me down. But both of these energies take us to a place where for a certain amount of time, we're not really open to new ideas. We're not open to seeing things outside of the situation we're in. We have to go within. We have to sort of shut it down and not really open ourselves to new experiences or to, things that may cause us pain, because we're already suffering, we're already hurting. I don't know if you guys have ever lost someone you love deeply, but you have to go to the grocery store, you have to go, buy something black to wear the funeral or whatever. And you're just this aching grain of sand. And nobody knows that you've just lost someone who meant the world to you. And you just feel so vulnerable out in the world. And you're just like, if anybody says something to me, if anyone is unkind to me, if anyone cuts me off in traffic, if anyone, I don't know if I can handle it. I'm just so vulnerable. The Two of Swords always sort of recalls that energy to me, especially when we're talking about something like this. Because it's almost as if this person had absolutely no good reason to pull their energy back, but they did out of not being able to see the best possible outcome, out of not believing that it was true that they could have what they truly desire. With the Hermit, that star, our wish fulfillment, is in the lantern. And that thought, that hope, that belief is what keeps us moving forward. When we don't see it that way, when we see it as something that could threaten us instead of something that could work out beautifully, we have a tendency to sabotage it. And that can be extremely painful when you don't really understand why, what happened, don't feel like it was necessary. See all the potential in the dream still. Jeez. Oh, man. I feel like it's giving me their experience and your experience. It's very interesting. Pisces, with the Queen of Cups in reverse coming out on this Hermit in reverse and this King of Cups upright, it's like, it's almost an admission on this person's part that they did see you as their divine partner. They did see you as someone that was truly aligned with them, and that they have lost you, or that they had to let you go, or it even is giving me the sense of sacrifice. Like I had to sacrifice my opportunity with that because I felt too much. I felt too deeply. It was too threatening. You are now getting the King of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles on the Queen of Swords and Temperance. And on the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups, right? So it's interesting because both people are trying to preserve emotional contentment that they hold on their own, which isn't that interesting? The different approaches we can take to the energies, or how our belief system or even our subconscious programming can deeply affect the way we perceive certain energies. They're the same energy, right? It's the same experience, the Nine of Cups, emotional contentment on our own for each person, but it's how we preserve that and how we protect that. For one person, they see the value and they're willing to open up to their deep feelings, and they are reminding themselves that they are stable enough to handle it, and that they are abundant, and that they are capable, and that they can do this, and that to be brave. And for the other person, it's, I've got to sacrifice this relationship in order to preserve my own ability to be emotionally content. It's like the same water that softens the potato, hardens the egg. And, someone commented, yeah, but the potato and the egg have no choice. It's their nature. Yeah, but we do have a choice. We do have a choice. As people, we have a choice. The egg may not have a choice. The potato may not have a choice. But as people, we definitely have the choice. We have free will. And that is our power. That is our choice. I mean, at the end of the day, it's our choice. And one person chooses the egg and one person chooses the potato. But when you show someone your truth, when you let someone into your inner sanctum and you offer them the best of what you have with this Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups energy, and they reject you, or it feels like rejection. Muji said something beautiful. He said, you know, you're not getting, the I am that is you is never getting rejected. The only thing getting rejected, when we identify I am with our body, with our human experience, and we just stay there, like everything that happens to me, to this body, and to, you know, me as a human is, you know, that is me. We are cutting ourselves off from the best part of being a spiritual being, having a human experience, first of all, because we're limiting it to the human experience. But we are also identifying and allowing ourselves to take on rejection. We cannot be rejected. We're not, the I am is not touchable. It's not something that someone can reject. And all of the I ams, all of these perspectives, all of us are connected. And so, like, rejecting someone is like rejecting yourself on that level. It doesn't happen. It's not, it just isn't. You know, if you ever want to do something crazy, meditate just on the statement, I am. And not like anything after it, just open-ended, I am. It's crazy. But anyway, when we offer someone the best of us and they withdraw from us, and it seems almost like there's no reason why, or even if they give some crazy reason why, it is as if they have rejected this best part of us. And it hurts. It creates suffering. However, it's a play. Life is a play, guys. I don't know. I don't want to get too far into it. I've already been very long-winded today. But I just... Wow. Wow. Jeez Louise. So, wow. Man. Turning tables. You guys got this before, and it seems to be coming out again. And you can see, well, okay, so what happens at this point? What happens is, I think it causes Pisces to sort of question themselves, question their worth, question their value, question letting anyone in again ever to this special inner sanctum that Pisces holds within themselves. But it also reaffirms within Pisces the knowledge of their value and their worth. And they begin to act on this. With the King of Coins, they have mastered it. They will no longer question it. You cannot make them question their value or their worth. They know it inherently. And with this other person, it's interesting. You have the Nine of Cups with the Knight of Coins, and the Knight of Coins is definitely facing this King of Pentacles, right? And like almost wanting to offer it, wanting to move toward it, wanting to offer something solid and stable. And why is this happening? Nine of Cups. The same Nine of Cups that caused this person to withdraw is the same Nine of Cups that is causing this person to now come towards Pisces. Because now they have discovered they can't be emotionally content without Pisces. And so now they've got to come toward Pisces, but they don't want to do it in such a way as to risk losing Pisces again. They have to do it in a slow, methodical, stable way, because the loss occurs not just because Pisces may say, you know what, you hurt me. It took me a long time to recover. It took me a long time to get to this stable, solid place. I don't want to let you in again, only for you to bring it all to pieces again. Yes, and also because they themselves have now seen and have been now exposed to the propensity they have to run when their emotions get involved. And their emotions have gotten nowhere. In fact, their emotions have intensified, I believe, because there's this energy of, now that I know what it is to be without Pisces, to feel the hurt and the suffering of having sacrificed this connection in order to preserve or protect my emotional contentment, and finding that it in fact did the opposite, you know, all I discovered is how unhappy I am without Pisces. And Pisces has elevated. Pisces has only gotten harder to get to. And they're not chasing me. You know, a king of coins can chase. A king can take action for sure. But you're not. You're sitting in your firm foundation. Wow. So, oh my. Pisces, you're all about balance now. You're all about, okay, if you text me, I'll text you back. If you offer something to me, I'll offer it back. But I will not give a stitch more than that. I will not consider, you know, chasing you. I will not consider, you know, telling you why it's a good idea to hook up with me, or to, you know, to not to hook up, but like to link up with me. I will not, I know my worth to the place that if you can't see it, then I trust that we're not a match. We're not vibrationally the same. And it will be unequal, you know, always. And with this person, with the Knight of Wands in reverse, there is this energy of, you know, someone who is desperately trying to let go of the way they have navigated life in the past, going from desire to desire, you know, being somewhat unreliable and somewhat kind of like fast moving, never really allowing themselves to develop feelings. I think that worked until they developed feelings, you know, and with the King of Cups, they developed strong feelings. And with the Four of Cups being the card on the bottom of the deck, it's like neither person really wants to lose an opportunity with the other, but neither person wants to feel the rejection that has been felt in this connection and that is possible in this connection. One person may fear the rejection so much that they didn't even have to feel it in order to, you know, contribute to the energy, where the other person definitely felt it, right? So there is this energy of wanting to be much more stable, much more methodical, much more intentional with their actions. And it's really on both sides. It's really like, I'm dealing in what's here. I'm dealing in, do you share the same vision I do? Do you see my worth and my value? Do you honor me? Do you respect me? Do we share the same vision of where we're trying to go, what we're trying to do, build, what we're trying to be a part of? And can we work in collaboration with equality and reciprocity? Wow. Something's about to be revealed to you, Pisces, and it may come with your full moon. You have on your person's side the Five of Swords and the Six of Swords. This is someone who is really recognizing how their thoughts were defeating them, how their thoughts were, you know, keeping them up at night, were making them sort of see shadows, see illusions, see possibilities that were kind of self-defeating, that were not supportive of being in harmony or unity with this connection. And you see the same kind of tender, gradual progress within this person's mental body that you see here with these cards, going from the 5 to the 6, the 48 to the 49 to the 50. And it is this energy of coming to a place of peace with those thoughts, pulling myself out of this energy where everything is out to get me, or the worst possible scenario is probably what's going to happen. I can't even envision the best possible thing happening. That's what we saw with that Hermit in reverse. And so, you know, it's first becoming aware that we're having those thoughts, and then it's also becoming aware of what those thoughts are costing us and how they're affecting us. And then it's becoming the awareness that we are in control of our thoughts and that we don't have to go down that path if we don't want to. And then it's the practice of it. And it does require practice. Day in and day out, it requires practice. You have the Moon card in reverse here in your energy, Pisces, and that's just telling me something's going to be revealed. You know, some secret is going to come to light. Something, it does feel very eclipse oriented to me. And with the 5 of coins on the bottom of the deck, it can even be where you may have discovered a core wounding within yourself, or you may have discovered that you were much more vulnerable or much more susceptible to hurt than you thought you were. This can be where it's like, you know, deep down inside, I actually have a fear of rejection, or deep down inside, I have a fear of abandonment. And it can even be taking a look at, you know, the foundation of where that comes from, and clearing that energy, or healing that energy, or releasing that energy. This entire connection may have triggered that, or may have exposed that to you, so that you could release it, so that, you know, once it comes to light, once you're aware of it, you can let it go. You don't have to operate your entire life around it anymore. It's when it's in your subconscious, the moon card, that it really controls you. But once it comes into the conscious mind, and you can just look at it and say, oh, I know where that comes from. And, you know, give kindness, give generosity, give love to that part of you. Nurture that part of you. Heal that part of you. You can release yourself from the chain of it, right? So it may have done that for you. It may also be this person revealing to you that they really do have a serious fear of abandonment that they were unaware of, and that it was playing tricks with their mind, and that it was definitely affecting their thoughts, and the way they were acting and behaving was a result of those thoughts. And that, you know, they didn't mean to reject you, and that they don't want to miss this opportunity with you. Oh my gosh, Pisces. This person may be asking you if you could consider in time. Wow, oh, Pisces. This person may say, you know, what if we do invest a little bit, and see where it goes? What if we give this another chance? You know, I recognize and I realize that this was a divinely given opportunity, and that the seeds were planted, and that I already have these feelings and these emotions, and that I know that I don't want to be without you. But I know that it's going to take, you know, steady and solid progress or effort on my part to make you believe again that this is something that can come to pass. You know, they may have even at one point said, well, you know, if it's meant to be, it'll be regardless, or, you know, almost in a discarded way of just like letting themselves off the hook, or trying to get out of the moment. But it almost feels like it's coming full circle back around to that of, you know, wow, I think this is meant to be, because here we are again. Or like, I can't let this go, or I always return to this place, or this connection has actually caused me to reflect, and has created this environment for change within me. Pisces, with the 8 of Cups in reverse, it seems like you may be revisiting something from the past, or, you know, you may even, it can be with this full moon, and considering we're clarifying the moon here, you may be looking back on something and seeing it clearly, having it be revealed to you what that really meant, or how that affected you, or possibly even how your own sort of subconscious was triggered by whatever happened here, or how a subconscious belief that you held was also kind of brought to the light for you to heal it or release it. With the 7 of Cups, this is like seeing all the possibilities. And it may be that, you know, he's got his hands behind his head, like his fingers, I think, laced. Yeah. It doesn't look like there's a lot of action here. It's kind of like, let me think about it. Let me look at what the possibilities are if I do come back around, if I do allow this to take place again. Let me consider it. 3 of Wands, planning, strategizing, potentially acting upon this. Let me just go one more round. Wow. 3 of Wands, 4 of Coins. Oh, Page of Coins on the bottom here. You know, I feel like your person is really looking for another opportunity. Oh my gosh. I think your person is really looking for another opportunity. I feel like they're basically in this situation where they feel like they can't let go. They are feeling, with this particular Four of Coins, it's like a tent out in snow, and it's kind of like, this is my opportunity to sort of fight for myself, or to sort of fight for a future where there is warmth, where there is comfort, where there is love, and I have to hold on to this. I have to fight for this. I have to, come together and plan and strategize and say, how can we make this work? How can we figure this out? Because I can't lose it. If I lose it, I can't let it go, because if I let it go, then I'm destined to this cold future where I feel nothing again. Do you know what I mean? Where that's my reality, where all I have is what I have. And that no longer makes me happy, because I've experienced something different. I've experienced something more. Pisces, with the Hierophant in reverse, I immediately, when this card fell out, I got I made a promise to myself. You know what I mean? Sometimes with reversals, it's something that happens within yourself. And I always hesitate when I get into this kind of territory, because I don't know all of you and I don't know all of your situations, and it is a general reading. But, it almost feels like where you have told yourself, I will never be with this person again. They have hurt me too much. And with the Hierophant in reverse, there's almost this energy of reconsidering that locked gate, reconsidering that firm decision that we made, and looking at the spiritual possibilities and the spiritual growth instead. And now here's my word of caution. When you're dealing with a narcissist, when you're dealing with someone who's abusive, they will frequently come back and tell you how they've changed, or tell you how they want you back and love bomb you again, and then do the exact same thing to you. If that is your cycle, if that is your person, then please do not take this reading as any kind of sign that I think that it's even something that you should reconsider. First of all, I don't like shitting on people. I think it's very unkind, but I'm definitely not condoning that. I have definitely had friends and family members who have, gone back to people like that, and it has only ever gotten worse. So, that's my experience, and so I caution you dramatically, and I say, Pisces, protect yourself. You are valuable, and you are special, and you are don't do it. Please don't do it. Because here's what you see, this play between the Hierophant in reverse and the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is an energy of self-love. And on some plane, this experience has been a journey of self-love. And for you, I feel like, don't let me put words in your mouth though. It's an energy of, wow, I have to love myself through this. I have to nurture myself through this. I have to limp through this. I have to get myself through this. Whatever the suffering is, whatever the rejection is, whatever core wounding I have to face in order to get through this, I have to do that for myself, because that's the only way I'm coming out the other side of this in a space where I'm not going to have to experience it again, where I do not have to repeat this cycle or experience this again. And so there is, with the Hierophant, this energy of, I'm not going to allow myself, I love myself too much to do that. So you can take it however it is, that either this could be potentially a new beginning in love, if you see that kind of potential to release yourself from some promise that you made to yourself. I'm a firm believer that we should keep the promises that we make to ourselves. It's something that I learned in my own healing journey, is how important it is to keep the promises that we make to ourselves. And so I'm a big fan of it, but I think there are exceptions to every rule, but you have to know where you are and where it is. But with the Five of Wands, there is conflict that comes with this. There is, something that happens within. And with the Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck, for me, it's saying take your time. Wait until the conflict within subsides. Wait until it isn't this mental back and forth with yourself of do I or don't I? Are they going to hurt me again or are they not going to hurt me again? That's not where you want to start. And when I see this Seven of Pentacles in this person's energy, it's like there is acknowledgement that this person hurt you. And if this person has evolved and has grown, they will give you the time and the space that you need to be able to come to this situation without the inner conflict. They know they have to prove it to you again. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. So, you know, with these cards, it's just telling me that this person, when they're looking at their future and they're contemplating, do I want my future to be warm and full of love and acceptance and a soft place to fall and harmony and the ability to kind of dream of something even more than that? I have to let go of this mindset that has kept me in place, that has kept me from growing, that has kept me from experiencing it in the first place. And at the heart of this person has asked themselves or has kind of put front and center their own emotional contentment over other things. And this can even be the boundaries or the parameters that their family have put on them or that their friends have put on them, or, you know, all these things that they have allowed to come into play that have prevented them from being able to embrace this connection with you, Pisces. It's like they understand that they have to let that go in order to be happy, in order to experience that emotional contentment again that they felt with you in the first place, that scared them in the first place. Pisces, with the Page of Swords here, again, it's giving me, let me wait and see. Let me watch. Let me see what your behavior is. Let me see what your actions are. Let me wait until I'm at peace within myself, until the answer is clear to me. The Page of Swords can be an aha moment. It doesn't need to come in that first conversation. That can be a good beginning for and earning their way back in, right? You have the Hermit upright on the bottom of the deck, and it's interesting because with that Seven of Cups that was there and looking at all the possibilities, it is this Hermit where we sort of release the need to think, right? And we just look at the best possible outcome and we allow that to guide us. You know, we're not in our thinking mind. We're not in this super processing part of ourself. We're just saying, okay, what is the best thing for me? What is in my highest and best? Like, guide me in that direction. And that's when things become clear. You know, when we open ourselves up to our intuition and to be spiritually led and to sort of see all the possibilities. Michael Singer was saying, you know, we dream and we think that's the best possible outcome. And our entire life we're living in relation to that dream. Am I reaching that dream? Am I getting closer to that dream? How am I doing with that dream? And that dream is the spot on the horizon. That's where we're going. And he goes, I say dreams are a limitation because that is like the best possible thing you can imagine. And there is more than that out there. There is better than that out there, you know? And I was like, whoa, that like flipped something on its head for me. So I don't know, I offer it to you. Let me get you guys some message cards. If you're dealing with a water sign, I don't know what you want. Do I still have a chance? One person is given too much in this relationship and you speak to me through music. If you're dealing with a fire sign, I miss being with you. I wish I could share my good news with you. I lost myself for a while. I can't reach out. I am waiting patiently. I know you don't feel the same. If you're dealing with an earth sign, this person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. This friendship is leading to more. Someone feels remorse for the way they treated you. I'm afraid to contact you. I wonder if you're happy without me. And if you're dealing with an air sign, finances, financial challenges are affecting this connection. You've learned the spiritual lesson. Your soul remembers this intense connection. I still have feelings for you, and we both know I am not the one for you. All right, guys, I'm going to leave the link to the Otter Spirit website. Check it out. I love it. You can order different sizes and they even have different sizes of beads, but they're truly beautiful. And I'm going to leave that link in the description box, and I'll try to put it in a comment too. And I am sending you off with all my very best. Always, always, always. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.